Hello and welcome to today's Flow into Yoga Wednesday class. So today I do have a power class in mind and have a couple of blocks handy. We are going to get started. We're going to start in a child's pose. So bringing our hips back towards our heels, reaching the palms towards the top of the mat, forehead rests to the mat. So if this hurts your knees, just know you can stack your knees or your hips over your knees in a puppy pose. And if that doesn't alleviate that, then just know you can always adjust here, maybe even come to your back. 3 breaths. Just connecting to your breath. Finding the middle between effort and ease. Letting go of any tension or gripping, just allowing the body to melt and soften. On your next inhale, just rounding through the spine, coming to tabletop. So walk your knees so they're hip width apart. Big starfish hands here. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhaling to a neutral spine, dropping to the chin, chest, belly. Inhale, lifting the head and shoulders, just coming in to baby cobra here. Elbows hug in, gazes down your nose. If you want, you can lift your feet, come into locust. And then inhale, pressing up into tabletop. Knees are hip width apart, stacking your hips over your knees. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhaling to a neutral spine, reaching those left fingertips towards the ceiling. And then exhale, throw the needle. Bring that arm all the way underneath the body, shoulder and cheek come to the mat. Right palm can stay where it's at, or you can reach to the top of the mat, or just come into a bind. Finding the middle between effort and ease. And then planting the right palm to the mat. Inhale, press yourself up into tabletop. Drop your belly, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. Reach those right fingertips towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, thread the needle. And then placing the left palm to the mat, press the mat away, inhale. And then exhale back to table. You're going to extend the left leg long. Option to reach those right fingertips forward, maybe, or left fingertips forward. Maybe look forward. And then as you exhale, elbow and knee touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend, pause, lengthen. And then exhale back to table. Go ahead and inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. Extend the left leg long. And then reach those right fingertips forward. Maybe look forward. Exhale, round spine, elbow and knee touch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend, pause, lengthen. And then coming back to tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, cow. Exhale, round the spine, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. So take a moment here, make sure your hips are over your knees. You're going to tuck your toes. Your shoulders can be over your wrists, but I like to walk my palms just a little bit forward and then shift my shoulders over my wrists and then lift my hips down dog. And then start to adjust my hands as you shift your weight, your hips back towards the back of the mat. Bend into your knees. Inhale. As you exhale, walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take a deep in-breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reaching up into extended mountain. Grab onto the left wrist, reach to the right. Inhale to center, switch your grip, exhale to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, cactus the arms, lift the breastbone up. Inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat, walk or step back to your plank, drop to the knees, the chin, chest, and the belly. Inhale, lifting up into baby cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes, press back to down dog. In your down dog, take a deep full in breath. Stay for the exhale. Bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Walk or step back to your plank. Drop to the knees, the chin, chest, belly. Inhale, either lifting up into baby cobra or cobra. Gazes down your nose. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Press back to down dog. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Walk or step back to your plank. Option to drop to the knees, chin, chest, belly. Move through a baby cobra or cobra. Or if you want, you can shift forward, lower halfway down to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And then make your way to your down dog. You have 3 breaths here. Inhale, bend your knees, look to the top of the mat, walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. And then exhale to a forward fold. Bend into your knees. Inhale, lifting up into chair. Exhale your palms to your heart center. So taking a moment here in your chair, your feet are hip width apart. You're sitting down in chair. Inhale, lengthen. Then exhale, twisting to the left. Peeking down, your knees are even. Inhale, chair. Then exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Walk or step back to your plank. Go or flow to your down dog. Inhale the left leg high. Option to bend the knees, stack the hips. And then gently step that left foot forward. Plant to the back foot down. Inhale to your warrior one. So when you get to this warrior one, maybe you want to add some movement. Palms can come to your heart, or you can come up into extended warrior. Find any gaze that works for you. 5 breaths. And then you're going to exhale, plant your palms to the mat, step the foot back, go or flow to your down dog. Inhale the right leg long, option to bend the knees, stack the hips, and then gently step that right foot forward, plant the back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. 5 breaths here. Exhale, planting the palms to the mat, step the leg back, go or flow to your down dog. Building strength and heat here. In your down dog, take a deep in breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale the left leg long, option to bend the knees, stack the hips, and then gently step that left foot forward, plant the back foot down. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip your left palm or reverse warrior. Then exhale to side angle lunge. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Just pause and lengthen. And then exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Step the leg back. Go or flow, down dog. Inhale the right leg long. Option to bend the knees, stack the hips. And then gently step that right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, and just ground and lengthen. And then exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Walk or step that leg back. Go or flow to your down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the left leg long. Option to bend the knees, stack the hips. Gently step that left foot forward. Plant the back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. So option to go a little bit deeper here. You can use your block. And then we're going to exhale, plant our palms to the mat, step the leg back, go or flow, down dog. Inhale the right leg long, option bend the knees, stack the hips, and gently step that right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale into side angle. Maybe you come a little bit deeper this time. Breathing. Right in the middle between effort and ease. And then as you exhale, you're planting the palms to the mat, stepping the leg back, go or flow, down dog. When you get to down dog, bend into your knees, look to the top of the mat, walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale your palms to heart center. 3 breaths here. Inhale, reaching up into extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Walk or step back to your plank. Go or flow, down dog. Inhale the left leg long. Option to bend the knees, stack the hips. You can stay here or flip your dog. So just coming into a half wheel here. And then exhale, lifting back up into down dog. Inhale the right leg long. Exhale, flip the dog or half wheel. And then exhale, plant your palms to the mat, coming back to tabletop. We're just going to drop to our knees and take a child's pose. If you need to let your shoulders rest, your palms come back by your ankles here. You have 5 breaths. And then reach the arms forward. Inhale, rounding through the spine to tabletop. And go or flow to your down dog. So if you need just a little break, you just lift up to down dog. In your down dog, inhale the left leg high, option to bend the knees, stack the hips, and then gently step this left foot forward. So high crescent lunge is next. Inhale, lifting up into your high crescent lunge. So I like to bring the ball or the heel of the foot over the ball of the foot, bending into this front knee, lifting this back thigh towards the ceiling. Some people just need to plant that back foot down, and if you're one of those people, go ahead and do that. Palms can come to your heart or reach towards the ceiling. Palms come to your heart. Inhale, lengthen. Then we're exhale, twisting to the left. Exhale, release the right palm to the mat or even a block here. Left hand to your hip, or reach those fingers towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Listen, we're going to lift up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat. Take your right toes so they point to the back of the mat, bending into this right knee. So we're just coming into warrior two, facing the back of the mat. Exhale to side angle lunge. You can stay here, begin to straighten this right leg, making your way into triangle. So I like to use a block underneath my hands, trying to stack your wrists and shoulders here. Imagine there's a wall behind you. You're pressing that left hip, left shoulder into the wall. Maybe you reach those left fingertips towards the ceiling. Bending into your right knee, lifting up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat. Take your left toes, point them to the top of the mat, and step this back foot up. So we're coming into pyramid and then revolve to triangle. So you're placing your block hip width apart from your left foot. Coming up, creating a bind behind you. You can just grab your forearms, come into reverse namaste, grab elbows, whatever's comfortable here. Or if it doesn't feel comfortable at all, you can always place your palms here on your sacrum. Inhale, lifting the breastbone towards the ceiling, keeping a nice straight back. Exhale, you're just hinging at your hips here. Head is an extension of the spine, so we're not dropping the head down. You can stay here or release your right palm to your block. Stack your shoulder over your wrist. Left palm can come to your hip or reach towards the ceiling. Revolved triangle. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Step the leg back. Go or flow to your down dog. Inhale the right leg high, option to bend the knees, stack the hips, and then gently step that right foot forward. High crescent lunge is next. taking your time here. You're not ahead, you're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. Finding the middle between effort and ease. Palms to your heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting to the right. Stay here, or release the left palm down to the mat or block, right palm to your hip, or reach those fingers towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. You're going to lift up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat. Take your left toes so they point to the back of the mat. We're bending into that knee, coming into warrior two, facing the back of the mat on the left side. So our left knee is bent. We're getting fancy here. Warrior two. And exhale, side ankle lunge. Stay here, or bring this right palm to your right hip, straighten that left leg, making your way into your triangle. Really grounding the feet to the mat. Imagine you're trying to rip that mat in two, reaching in opposite directions with the fingers and arms. Reaching through the crown of the head. And bend into your left knee. Inhale, lift up, quarter turn to the long edge of the mat. Take your right toes, point them to the top of the mat, and step that back foot up. Setting up for a pyramid and then revolved triangle. And then exhale, releasing the left arm to your block. And again, stacking your shoulder over your wrist. Right palm comes to your hip. You can stay here, reach those right fingertips towards the ceiling. And then exhale, plant your palms to the mat, step the legs back, go or flow, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look to the top of the mat. As you exhale, you walk or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, your palms to heart center. Jenny. And we're going to sit down into chair. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, we're twisting to the left. Knees are even, palms press into one another. Inhale to chair. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale to chair, to extended. Exhale to mountain Tadasana. Reconnecting to your breath. Finding the middle between effort and ease. So we're going to come into a balancing pose. We're going to come into eagle today. So eagle is just a variation of chair. So I know chair, big fun. So feet are hip width apart, sitting down into chair, palms to your heart. And we're going to lift this right thigh up and over the left. You can use your toes as a kickstand or come into the bind. Sometimes it's helpful to find a spot on the floor that doesn't move. We call that a drishti. Arms move away from you. You can always stay here, or your right arm comes underneath your left. You can hold onto your shoulders or come into the bind. Elbows are even with the shoulders, palms move away from the face, and you sit a little lower. To intensify, you add 3 crunches. To come out of this, you release the arms and then the legs, and just maybe coming up into Tadasana, adding any movement that feels good to the body. Palms to your heart, sitting back down into chair. Left thigh over the right. You can use your toes as a kickstand or come into the bind, arms reach away. Left arm underneath the right. You can bring the palms to your shoulders or bind. And then you're sitting a little lower. You can stay here or add 3 crunches. And coming back to chair, release the bind, release your arms. You're going to come into Tadasana. And you have about 5 breaths here. Inhale, reaching up into extended mountain. Exhale, palms to your heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Grabbing onto your left wrist, reach to the right. Inhale, center. Switch your grip, exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, cactus the arms. Lift the breastbone up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to a forward fold. Just coming into ragdoll here. Options, you can hug the thighs to the chest. Let the arms dangle. You can suck the feet a little wider. Grab opposite elbows. You can add movement or just be static. Whatever you're doing here, you're just letting the head and the arms melt towards the mat. Good, and then walk your feet so they're hip width apart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk or step back to your plank. Go or flow to your down dog. Inhale the left leg long. Option to bend the knees, stack the hips. And then gently step that left foot forward. Plant the back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, bring the palms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Again, if this hurts, just go ahead and make some adjustments here. And then you're going to lift the breastbone up, keep the chin tucked. And exhale, hinging forward into humble warrior. Inhale, lifting up into warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to side angle lunge. So we've been here before. You're just coming into your side angle. If you want to go a little bit deeper, go ahead and come down maybe to a block, half bind, or you can try a full bind. If you're in a bind, release that. Exhale, plant your palms to the mat. Step the leg back, go or flow down dog. Inhale the right leg high, option to bend the knees, stack the hips, and then gently step that right foot forward. Inhale, lifting up, warrior one. Exhale, coming into the bind. You can stay here or on your next exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, reaching up, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two to side angle lunge. You can stay here or go a little deeper. And then you're going to exhale, release your palms to the mat. Step the leg back. Go or flow to your down dog. We're going to step this left foot to the top of the mat. Bring a block with you. And then quarter turn to the long edge of the mat. So turn your toes so they point to the corner edges of the mat. And we're just going to inhale, lift up into goddess. You can add some movement here. So whatever that looks like to you. And sitting down into goddess. Building a little strength here in our thighs and our glutes. And then inhale, lifting up into a mini 5-pointed stars. Turn your toes so they point to the long edge of the mat. And then as you exhale, you're forward folding in this wide leg forward fold. Shifting the weight towards the balls of the feet. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Then exhale, forward fold. Bending in to the right knee and coming over here to skater lunge using your block. And shifting to the left knee, bending into the left knee, skater lunge to the left. You're just going to skate your lunge to the right. Skater lunge to the left. Coming back to center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Step this back foot up to meet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending into your knees, we're going to come down to our sit bones here and coming into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. So grounding your sit bones, so finding those bones there underneath your glutes, lengthening through the spine. So you're stacking your shoulders over your hips. You can stay here or begin to hinge forward, coming into a forward fold. The choice is yours. Got 5 breaths. If you're in a forward fold, you're lifting up. We're going to plant the feet to the mat, reach the arms wide. You can lift one foot up and then the other. So we're getting ready for boat. Remember, you can always place your palms behind your thighs or your fingertips down here to the mat. What we want to make sure that we don't do is concave in our chest. We want a nice straight spine. Imagine there's a plank of board, a plank behind you, and it's keeping your spine nice and straight. You're going to lean back and then lift those feet up. Exhale to a low boat. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, low. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, low. And then lift high. You have 2 more. Come to low and hold, and then a full body stretch. Hug your knees to your chest, or actually just let's plant our feet to the mat and windshield wiper from side to side. And then walk your feet so they're hip width apart. Bring the arms down by your body. Inhale, lifting up into bridge, just countering that with a back bend. And then exhale, release. So we're going to lift our legs up. Our knees are bent here. You're going to interlace the fingers behind your head and extend the left leg long. Bring that right elbow to the outside edge of left elbow to the outside edge of the right knee. And then we're going to scissor from side to side. So we're bicycling the knees as we scissor from side to side. Being gentle on the head and the neck here. I like to make sure that my shoulder blades stay grounded. You're going to come back to center, plant the feet to the mat, and this time just take a full body stretch. Really reaching through the fingers and the toes, arching the back. And then hugging your knees to your chest. And you're rocking side to side, drawing circles. We're going to come into a happy baby. So arms come to the inside of your thighs and knees here. Just grab the outer edges of your feet. But you want to make sure that your lower back stays on the mat. Your sacrum's on the mat. So if it's lifting away from the mat, you just back out of it. Okay? And you're just going to rock side to side. Planting the feet to the mat, a little wider than hip width. Just let the knees rest over towards the right. And the knees are going to move over towards the left. Inhale through center. Let the knees point towards the right. Melting the legs towards the pole of gravity here. Inhale through center, exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Good. We're going to bring our palms down by our arms down by our hips here. Feet are hip width apart. So you can stack your knees over your ankles or just walk those feet a little bit further away from your hips. I like to externally rotate my shoulders here. Press the four corners of the feet into the mat as you lift your hips into bridge. Thighs hug towards one another. Chin lifts away from the chest. Gaze is soft. And then exhale, release down. Let's go ahead and take a full body stretch. Grab onto the left wrist, gently pull it over to the right. Option to walk the feet over to the right corner edge, coming into this banana shape on the mat. Just a few breaths here. And then coming back to center. And then we're going to grab onto the right wrist, gently pull it over to the corner edge on the left side. Walk the feet over to the corner edge on the left side. So we have a nice crescent shape of the entire side body up that left side. You can bring your right ankle on top of the left if you want. And then exhale, release. Bend your knees, plant the feet to the mat. Just lift your hips up into a little bridge. Come back down. Hug your knees to your chest. And then stack your knees over your hips. Exhale the knees to the left side, just coming into a supine twist. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. Inhale to center. I like to plant my feet to the mat. Just lift the hips up. Stack your knees over your hips. Exhale the knees to the right side of the body. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. Option to lift the head and shoulders, come to a tight ball. And then as you exhale, just coming in to your Shavasana. Closing the eyes. Take a deep in-breath in. Part your lips and just sigh out the breath. Shavasana, rest pose. movement to the fingers and toes. Maybe rotate the joints. Blinking the eyes open, soft gaze. Inhale, full body stretch. Bending your knees, rolling to the right side in the fetal position. Just allowing space here for gratitude, for abundance. And then when you're ready, gently press yourself up into an easy seated position. Palms to your heart space. Bow your head. May there be peace in your thoughts. May there be peace in your words. May there be peace in your heart. And may you share that with all beings. Thank you so much for joining me with so much gratitude. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much for joining me for this Power Flow class. I hope you enjoyed it. We did a lot there, so if you need to go soak in a bath today with some Epsom salt, please feel free to do that. Drink a lot of water, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.